1 million words. Apparently that's what it takes to be a good writer. According to David Eddings, Ray Bradbury, Jerry Pournelle, Robert Heinlein, and John MacDonald, and many other authors. Authors like Brandon Sanderson, George R. R. Martin, and just so many authors, whether they're indie, self-published, or traditionally published, all struggle to get their stories out and published and done before they felt that they were ready, or before they got some certain moments or interaction that really gave them that aha moment of what they need to do to become a published or a better author. For Brandon Sanderson, it was revision. He would write a book, turn it in, get rejected a bunch of times, and then he would just move on to the next book. He realized that if he actually started revising his books, it turned out much better, and then he eventually got published. David Eddings once said, "My advice to the young writer is likely to be unpalatable in any age of success and meteoric falls. I tell the neophyte, write 1 million words, the absolute best you can write, then throw it all away and bravely turn your back on what you have written. At that point, you're ready to begin." I find it really interesting that a lot of these authors, including David Eddings and Ray Bradbury, have all said the first 1 million words just don't count. And that's really interesting to me. I do think you can write some good stuff in that first 1 million words. Like another thing Ray Bradbury says, if you are writing 52 short stories, you can't write 52 bad short stories in a row. I don't think you are writing 1 million bad words in a row. But I do think their advice and the things that they say have a lot of interesting ideas behind them, because when you're first starting out, it's going to be pretty bad. A lot of authors, a novel is around 100,000 words on average, and writing 10 books at 100,000 words, it probably won't start getting good for a little while, especially if you were just spending all your time and energy on one book. So I've kind of decided to dedicate myself to hitting that 1 million words, and I can estimate I've probably written of actually finished stories probably about 300,000 words. I'll have to go back and double check, but that means I have about 700,000 words left till I probably am ready to be a good author. And like I said, I do think I've written some good stuff, and I think I will continue to write some good stuff in the next 700,000 words, or however many words I have left. But I do think that I will need to take the time to master the craft. I really want to understand the science behind storytelling, what makes a good story, so I can just inherently write that without having to worry about it too much. One thing Brandon Sanderson said is, when it comes to professional Magic players, they start out not being very good because they have to memorize and remember all the small steps. But when it comes to being a pro Magic player, or just being a better Magic player, or really in any hobby or skill, you start to do those things just inherently. So instead of having to remember to, I have to untap or unsuspend my cards every upkeep phase, you just do it so you're thinking of the next thing instead of thinking about untapping your cards. And it comes with musicians, it comes with writers, it comes with so many things where when you master those fundamentals, you don't have to worry as much about the other things. And that way you can focus more on the other important stuff. And that's what the next 700,000 words is going to be for me, is mastering those fundamentals and not really caring about being published, because I want to be a good storyteller. Of course, I will publish things. I'm still going to publish things. I'm still going to work on the things that I'm working on. But I think once I hit that 1 million words is when I'm really going to continue to push things. On average, if you write 1,000 words a day, it'll take about 3 years to get that done. We'll see how long it takes me to get that 700,000 words done. But this is kind of a new episode of an old series that I started that I still want to go back to, which was becoming a full-time creator, and season 1 was getting published, and I'm still working on that. This is kind of a side episode, or a spin-off, you could say, to that season 1 because it's all within one thing of becoming a full-time creator. And yeah, so it's all really important. But just like David Eddings said, for the neophyte, which means beginner for those who don't know, it can be difficult, especially in this day and age. I mean, he would probably spoke this at a different time, but you know, instant success and meteoric falls, that's continuing to happen today. How many influencers go viral instantly and then they fall so hard? Even a couple years or years later, that's still not a very long time. So we're very used to instant success and meteoric falls. And that's what I want to avoid. I don't want instant success because I don't know what I would do with it. I want gradual success, and I want to build up a strong reader base and a powerful community. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm excited for this journey to 1 million words. I will actually see if I can find how many words I've actually written in terms of stories and things that I've done. I think it'd be very, very interesting. I mean, in November, I wrote about 30,000 words. So there's that. And then I've written a bunch of other stories. So I'm going to have to compile those and see how many words I've actually written. Maybe it's more or less than I thought. But for now, here's to 1 million words. Thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you want to follow me on this journey. I'll see you next time.